Well, everyone, here we are, the final chapter of the game and the finale of Time Hollow. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So, this is the final chapter. And yes, for the record, I do count the prologue and epilogues to be chapters. Come on there. Basically, it's the prologue, I'll think of it as chapter 0, and the epilogue, well, the final chapter, which is chapter 6, I think. But anyways, here we are. There are some random stuff that basically there is some a bit of post game, but I'll explain everything when we get to the credit scene. All right, so I guess without further ado, uh, bottle water at the ready, because there's a lot of reading. This is visual novels, so it requires a lot of reading. So without further ado, let's get started with the epilogue. A new day dawns. All right. 2 days later, a letter arrived. Dear Ethan, I've decided to write you a letter. It'll be the first and the last one you'll get from me. If what you say is true, I won't be around when you get this. I've been watching over her from afar for a long time now. I think she'll be alright. So, it looks like that fall that he and the younger Corey, when it happened last part. Well, apparently, Derek actually survived. He survived because if you saw the cutscene, you may have noticed that, and this is what I thought too in the past, that I thought he died. Because when you think about it, that fall was it was a long fall from the rooftops of the high school all the way down. But maybe because they landed on a patch of grass, that might have cushioned the blow. I mean, who knows? But he survived. He survived. Alright, so I've been watching over her from afar for a long time now. I think she'll be alright. Irving and his mom left town and never came back. So yeah, this whole story was about Irving wanting to be with Corey. However, he rejected him. I mean, she rejected him, sorry. She rejected him. And, well, he didn't take it very well. And I guess he became more of a, if I can't have you, no one can. So, what happened was that Corey received a note from whom he thought was Derek to meet him at the school rooftops. So she goes, and when Irving saw her, she was looking, like either in the sky or something. He pushes her from behind and falls, but thankfully Corey was able to grab. Corey grabbed Irving's hand. However, she left Irving a scratch, a 3-marked scratch, giving the providing with evidence. So as she was falling, she gets caught via Derek, who stepped in through via the time hole, catches her, and then at the last second, after Corey was caught by Derek, Corey looked up and sees who the perpetrator was. Because keep in mind, Corey before getting pushed, she didn't see who it was, but during the fall, she sees Irving, meaning he was the one who did it. And because of that, Irving got caught, and basically he got expelled, and they moved from town, never to be heard from again. Now, Mary, the mother of Irving, wanted to prevent this from happening. So she stopped Irving from writing that letter. However, that didn't work. So Irving did other things, to eliminate Corey, the many things. But then she came up with this idea. If that bus accident wasn't proof enough, if you recall, in chapter 4, where we tried to save Mary Wongan when she was young and she had a baby with her, that baby was Irving. And the thing was, this is when Mary had possession of the hollow pen. Even when she was young, the plan was she wanted to die in that accident to prevent Corey from dying. That was her plan all along, to end her life that way. Not only her, but for Irving, figuring it was the only way to prevent Irving from doing something so cruel. But oh well. This is something that Mary should have done this entire time, to prevent Irving from killing Corey, was just move away and never come back. That should have been from the start, but oh well. At least everything ended in a happy ending. Alright, so where was I? So yeah, Irving and his mom left town and never came back. Now, Corey's living happily ever after with the other me and our daughter. Let me thank you again, Ethan. Sending me into the past, helping her get her future back. It's all thanks to you. I'm so grateful. No one knows what you've done, but this one guy who can never forget. And I'll always remember that you liked her too. Yeah, Ethan had a little crush on Corey, by the way. If y'all haven't figured it out throughout this entire Let's Play. But anyways, moving forward. That's all, I guess. Give my best to your parents. Take care, Derek. Uncle Derek. So yeah, the present Derek did actually survive that fall. He just fell like completely unconscious, or like was in a coma or something. But he did survive the fall, and since then he since then, from afar, he's been watching over Corey. However, do we see him in the present now? Unfortunately, no. We don't ever see him again. Well, the present Derek. But the Derek we do see is the alternate Derek. The Derek that was so kind-hearted in the past. So I have a few more things left to take care of. Alright, so we have a few things to take care of, but before we do that, let's see. Let's take a look at any of these characters. I don't know if there's any new stuff here. So yeah, now we have the real Jack Twombly back after what Irving did. So yeah, we have all our characters, but for this chapter, we don't ever see Eva again. Well, since the timeline has changed, Eva is no longer the owner of Kronos. She might be an employee, but we don't ever see her in this chapter, I think. Aaron, we have Olivia. Yeah, and the other thing, we don't see her either. Or maybe she is around Kronos, but we don't know. Let's see. All the characters here. Yep, we have everyone. Alright. Now, let's review all of these last flashbacks. Alright. So basically, this is a picture of Ethan showing his parents a certain watch that he wants for his birthday. Basically, it's a repeat of the prologue chapter. But however, this is a happy moment rather than the one we've seen in the prologue.
Everything's in place.
So now we're gonna give the details. Alright, so hinting for my watch. Sometime recently, the Cairo's dining room, I bugged mom and dad for a brand new watch I wanted as a birthday present. Right after that, dad gave me this watch for my birthday. Yeah, keep in mind, Ethan is a real fanatic of watches and clocks, you know. Alright, next up we have the Kronos with Ben, Vin, and Morris. It's the same old scene. Now keep in mind, I think Morris is in his suit, but also keep in mind that he's not in school anymore. He has his own business, the dog grooming or a pet grooming business, which is doing well actually. Right? At Kronos, sometime recently inside Kronos, the usual scene with all of us just hanging out together. Alright, so what it must have taken to get things back to this point. Oh wow, things we had to do just to bring everything back to normal. Alright, so now this is Olivia avoiding her accident. If you recall back in chapter 3, she explained about her near her her near death experience about how a truck that was carrying a fridge, the ropes came loose and it fell while behind Olivia was riding her bike home. She was able to dodge the 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 fridge at the nick of time, and well, basically saving herself. However, someone, Irving, changed everything so that she actually died in that accident. All right.
Everything's in place.
All right. So let's have a look. Accident-free Olivia, May 8th, 2008, at 8:40 p.m. The intersection. The refrigerator fell as Olivia looked on, but no one was hurt. The events leading up to that were probably just as Olivia said. A broken bicycle ought to be back in one piece. So you had because Irving changed the timeline, Olivia died in that accident. However, via Ethan, that they were able to put it back to the way it was. So next up we have Kronos, except this time we see Corey and Derek. It's Kronos. The way it looks today.
Everything's in place.
Alright, let's have a look. Kronos, however, the time and date is unknown. Uncle Derek runs Kronos with his wife. Why we can't see Corey's face? No idea. This might be what it was meant to look like all along. So yeah, this whole thing started when Derek opened up a cafe, and with the help of Corey, that they were able to give it a name, Kronos. When Irving found out, he decided to sabotage the entire grand opening by placing posters all over town saying, "This place is corrupt. This place is evil." Blah blah blah, and people bought it, and they actually believed the word without any evidence. People actually bought. They bought that nonsense. I don't know what is wrong in that town, but they'll believe anything, and that's the reason why the grand opening didn't do so well, and he was forced to sell the place to Eva, and thankfully the name Kronos was still kept intact. Sorry. Alright, so next up we have Ethan's bedroom. Now this is the scene where Ethan had that dream where his parents were in that restaurant fire. He was in actuality it was a dream that we went through back in chapter 5, when Ethan's parents were trapped in the fire, and all of a sudden time stopped, and there was a hole. So his dad figured out that it was Ethan who did it. Hence the reason why Ethan called out to his parents over here, and thus they went through that time hole. So now because of that, Ethan never had that dream of his parents in that burnt, in the burning
Now I
restaurant.
get it.
So yeah, because of what Ethan did, he never had that dream. Alright, me, sleeping. May 7th, 2008. 5:59 a.m. My bedroom at home. Maybe I didn't dream about mom and dad's accident that night after all. This is the day I inherit the hollow pen. So yeah, after Ethan changed the past, that dream never took place, and thus we have the final picture of Mary and Irving Wungen. So after Irving was caught, Mary was so upset with him that they decided to drop that Irving dropped out of high school, and they moved away and they never came back again. Alright, so Irving looks like he dropped out of school. Corey must have seen whoever did it. If you saw that anime cutscene via chapter 5, you'll know.
Everything's in place.
Alright, so Irving and Mary leaving the school sometime in 1989. Details are sketchy. Place, the school. Irving left the school after getting into an argument with Corey on the roof and pushing her off. They never got into an argument. It was more of her pushing off. It was an unexpected push, because keep in mind, if you saw the or maybe they had an argument again, or I guess they had an argument. Yeah, sometimes I may get the details complicated, but anyways, they had their argument, and then Irving left. Well, supposedly left, and while Mary had her back turned, that was when Irving pushed Corey off the roof. So, thinking that he wasn't gonna get caught, but thankfully, while falling, and with the present Derek catching her, Corey was able to see who the culprit was, and well, yeah. Alright, so yeah, this is what they should have done. No, forget it. Well, this is what Mary should have done to prevent Corey's murder. Well, supposed murder. Because if Irving had succeeded, that would put a young Derek at a very, very, very dark place, and ended up ending his own life near the entryway at the school. Basically, he hung himself. Yeah. Alright, so anyways, but now that everything is a-okay, first off, let's head to Ben's house first. And there we see Ashley and Emily. Oh, Ethan. Hey, what's up, Ethan? I was just passing by, and I thought I'd stop a while. Where are you two heading off today? Well, I can't give you the specifics. Aw, Ashley. I see they haven't changed. Hey, How about we go somewhere fun this summer? There are there are three of us girls, me and Emily and one more. Is it just gonna be you and my big brother? Ashley, sure, I don't mind. Hey, you serious? Really? Then it's settled. Leave all the planning to me. Got it. I'll be in touch. Oh, goodbye, Ethan. All right. Oops, I don't know why I did that. All right, so they're going on a summer trip. Cool. It's gonna be Ethan, Ben, Ashley, Emily, and a third girl. So that's done. All right, so I guess we can go to the next place, Kronos. And there's Aaron here. Oh man, it's Aaron. What's he doing? Even with a new coat of paint, this bike still looks like a piece of junk. Hey, if a bike is if that bike still works, hey, I don't you shouldn't mind giving it a little paint job. And I can't afford a new one. Man, what should I do? Guess Olivia's bugging him for a new bike. Alright, so let's go in. Hi there. Yo. Hey, Eth, over here. Alright, so we have the gang here. Alright, first off, let's speak with Ben. Does Ben still have his eye on Olivia? Ben? Ben's still knocking back the job like always. Morris is studying. I wonder what the big deal is with all the studying. So yeah, he's no longer a pet groomer with his own business. He went back to studying. Well, I mean, you never know. You never know what might happen. Drink up, kid. Uncle Derek. The other Uncle Derek. What? Anyone ever tell you to tell you it's not polite to stare? Sorry about that. How you folks doing? Fine, thanks. How about the three of you come by for coffee one of these days? I'll tell them. And enjoy yourself. Right? Hey, I just saw the owner's wife not too long ago. Huh? She was helping out in the kitchen. What a knockout. Seriously? What gives? Is the owner's family a bunch of lookers or what? His wife? That must be Corey, for sure. Hey, what's that doofy look on your face? Huh? Oh, nothing. Alright, so we're done here. Okay. Alright, so the only thing we have to do now is head towards the school. And head towards the garbage dump. I'll just put the clock and the letter I got from Dad. Alrighty, let's begin the last digging session.
Let's get started.
And as you can see, our pen's health is still the same way it was. Alright. So we gotta open up a hole here.
Alright. Right here, I think.
Yes, right here, I think. Let's place the item. The watch and letter.
That should work.
And there we go. If there's anything else that... Well, I think that's it, so let's... So yeah, the cycle repeats. Just so you know, the cycle repeats. Here we see Socks. Come here, Socks. Oh. That'll do. I doubt everything's back to normal. The past has changed, and Irving's meddling has disappeared somehow. Now to send the hollow pin back to my past self. Call it a test to see how good I've gotten at using it. Right? I know. I'll open up a hole right about where I was sleeping. Like the hole I found in my room in the first place. Alright. Here we go.
Here I go.
Okay, so... let's put this right here. Right about here.
Maybe here. Right here, I think.
Technically, I can move around here. So, alright, item. Let me see. A hollow pen.
That'll do it.
There we go. Okay, Socks. Go on now. Aww. What is it, Socks? A pen? Where'd you find this? And there we go. Good luck. Me. And that's it. That's it. Just as an in case, I better yeah, I think I better mute the audio because I don't want any copyrights, issues. All right, so there you go. That's it. That is Time Hollow. And now for some fun extra stuff. Random extra stuff. So, now that you've beaten the game, what else should you want to do? Well, there are a few things that you can do, and I'm going to be reading this off of a guide here. So, there are 2 alternate endings for this game. And like I said, hopefully, even though I have the game audio off, it should help with it should help with the the copyright claim issue. So anyways, alright, here we go. So you've beaten the game, huh? Well, here are some extra things you can do that you may have missed. Number 1, the first alternate ending. Restart the game from the prologue. This time, leave the house after Socks and talk to the person outside. It's Irving. From there, you can follow the new, much shorter game path to reach a new, shorter ending. Thankfully, it does not describe how that alternate ending looks like. So, if y'all want to check it out, by all means, knock yourselves out. Alright. Second alternate ending. At the epilogue, just before you open the last hole, decide not to open it. Instead, search town for Socks, who apparently has been everywhere. This slightly changes the ending. So a character named Unknown, because it says question mark, question mark, question mark. Most people figure it's Socks. Says 2 lines to Ethan, and that's it. There's your other ending. So yeah, those are the 2 other endings. Will I show them off? Well, at a later date. They seem pretty interesting, in my opinion. Alright, so now here are some story-altering changes. Number 1, Emily's glasses. You can steal Emily's glasses in Chapter 3 when you make a time hole to make the pliers on the ground. In Chapter 4, after you shift to the timeline where Uncle Derek is murdered, Emily falls and hurts herself on the way to get contacts. The game forces you to give Emily her glasses back through a time hole in front of Kronos after this. And the next one is Vin's basketball team. And I think I may have already done this. Okay, so the audio. So that's basically it. I can finally turn the thing back on. Ethan! And it's Ashley, by the way. Hey, Ethan. Let's head for school. But we're already there.
Huh?
Hi, it's a lovely morning. Don't you think, Ethan?
The end. Oh boy. So the third girl is none other than past Corey herself. Wow. Oops. So yeah, it's none other than past Corey. Alright, where was I? Hold on, I'm gonna have to make this silent. I'm gonna have to skip all this so that way I can move on with okay, there we go. Yeah, that way there will be no noise, no audio from the game. Okay, Vin's basketball team. Because I think I may have already done this. I'm not quite sure if I did. You can help Vin make the basketball team. In Chapter 4, when Ethan is hunting for ideas on how to make a cafe popular, stop by Vin's house. Ashley tells you all about Vin's accident. So I guess there's a way to help Vin prevent his accident, and he'll make the basketball team. Who knows? All right. And the last one is Ben's murder choice. Alright, so this may be weird, but bear with me on this. So Ben kills Aaron with the pliers. We all know how that turned out in Chapter 3. However, when you play when you replay Chapter 2, you can change that. In Chapter 2, you can open a time hole in front of Kronos and give Ashley the envelope of money. When you so while the time hole is open, look for the pliers and remove them. This way, when Ben and Aaron fight, things change. To when Ben slips and hits his head on a rock. Ethan is forced to move the rock. Then Ben kills Aaron with the rock instead of the pliers. So Ethan is forced to avoid the fight completely by rescuing Shiloh at the secret hideout. And there you have it. There are many other, quote, side quests that you can do, to change the story a bit, which is cool. I don't mind doing that. I mean, I will, but not right now. Not right now. That will be for a later date. Alright, so thankfully that is it. That's the end of Time Hollow. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thankfully, the story wasn't that long. Well, I mean, however you wanted it to be, depending on where you're supposed to go. And yeah, there are times when you will get lost. Believe me. Oh boy. All right, so thank you for tuning in on this story. Next time on Visual Novel Fridays, we are going to we're gonna meet up with a professor who's not a detective, as he goes to a village and solves a mystery. Along the way, we're going to be solving a lot of puzzles. Not just him, but mind you, but also his his student, the apprentice. So tune in next time where we enter the Professor Layton series with Professor Layton and the Curious Village for the Nintendo DS. Yeah, I know there's a lot of visual novel games for the DS, which is cool. I know there are some for PSP, the PlayStation 2, for other consoles, but I like to be very careful with these visual novels, because I don't want anything. I don't want stuff that can be very inappropriate. First things first. I have to try them out first to make sure that there's nothing inappropriate, and then if I can let's play it, then I'll let's play it. All right. So thank you for tuning in on this let's play of Time Hollow for Visual Novel Fridays. Take care. See you next story, and God bless. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and share with all your family and friends. If you're enjoying my content, consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to click that bell to receive notifications for new videos. Take care, and God bless.